Welcome back, guys, and today, as we said in the last episode, on our Maestro Operator Guide series, is going to be about theme park, and going a little more in depth about his guns, which is obviously a very big reason on why Maestro is played. So as Maestro, you're going to be doing a few things on Armory Throne. This is probably one of the better sites for Maestro, because you can just do so much. So, first of all, you're going to want to definitely start off by blowing out the eastern armory wall. And what this is going to let you do is, it's going to let you, essentially, you or your teammates, really mostly going to be you, watch the Montaigne or the Blitz or anyone who pushes through Dragon. Once they try and rotate to get your guy T-Punt, you just laser him down. So, two big things that Maestro does on this site is, A, he can obviously make that hole, and B, he can impact trick. Now, for those of you who have watched the first episode, definitely go check that out, by the way. Impact tricking is going to be very useful, again, here. Now, something interesting is that these two are made out of different materials. These two tops of the walls are made out of different materials, so it's going to require different amounts of shots. Like, obviously, those planks fell away very easily. Then here, a little more tightly spaced. So, you know, you're just going to have to, obviously, account for that. But again, you're just going to be doing the basic impact trick stuff. Wait till you see the Thermite or Hibana, let it go, take care of it. Now, a big thing about Maestro is Furnace. This is probably the biggest and best position for Maestro. And the only other person who you're ever really going to see here is either going to be like your Docs, your Rooks, or an Echo. Because Echo has, obviously, I think Echo, a lot of people run Echo here instead of Maestro, but if you play on 4:3 resolution, or you have a big enough monitor, or you do both, you can straight up just watch Dragon from back of Furnace without an ACOG. So, a big part about Furnace is the Furnace Cam. Now, what does the Furnace Cam do, you may be asking? Well, it does a lot of things. First of all, it watches push from Split, it watches Split Drone Hole, it watches Armory Drone Hole, it watches Dragon, a little bit, not too much. But overall, this is going to be your cam to say, oh, okay, I can either safely peek Split, or you can call to your teammate that there is someone in Split. Now, the second cam is probably probably the biggest variety of cams you're going to see in this entire guide series. Because you can just put this in so many places and it's going to be pretty damn useful. So you can either put it here. So for maintenance, you can do a couple things. You can put it here and try and get thermite charges. Or you can try and be a real cheeser and put it inside here. Now, the cool thing about this is that it's way more hidden, and it fully covers the left side of Throne, which is definitely the better wall that you're going to want to get. But overall, very good cam. Last one I'd recommend, if you're going to put one in maintenance, you could definitely put one right here. This is less of a zap cam because it's very easy to spot, more so of a vision thing. If you want to try and burn an Ash or a Zophyr charge, which is not something you want to do with a Maestro cam, you can do it like that. If you'll notice, that impact that I threw to impact trick the wall can be used twofold here. It's definitely more difficult, slightly more rewarding in my opinion. Because now, if you look down here, well, would you look at that? You can now zap the Thermite charges from above, and nothing the Thermite can do about it. They have to now rotate up Dragon to take care of this Maestro cam specifically. Now, I like that cam, but it's definitely a little bit less practical, because once either barrels or maintenance gets open, you're going to have it's going to be a battle to see, can you kill the planter? And conveniently, this Maestro cam is quite adept at doing that. The reason this Maestro cam is, now you may be thinking, oh, hold on, what's the deal with this? I can literally, as an attacker, I can literally just chill here and plant here. And what's the Maestro cam going to do? Nothing, right? Now, the thing about this cam, it's not about what it doesn't cover, because when was the last time you saw someone plant here? Exactly. You're going to see them almost always plant behind throne. And where does this Maestro cam watch? Behind throne. And what's the big deal, you may be asking? It's just a cam that watches throne. That's cool. You can put it there, you can put it there, you can put it anywhere you want. The special thing about this cam is the fact that you can only kill it if you're actually within its field of view, directly where it can deal with you. Say I'm the Zoe for the Ash and Dragon, and somehow I can safely peek. Not gonna be. If I'm Ash, I might be able to reach it from there, but even then, I am going to be highly exposed, and I'm not really even going to be looking there. Which brings me to another separate trick that you can do during prep phase. Something you should always do is when you put down a Maestro cam, flip it straight up. Now that little visor part, which is where Twitch can actually kill the cam, it doesn't get zapped. And when Thatcher's your cam, you can do something similar to this. You just flip it straight up. He can't shoot it anymore. But another huge thing is that say I'm in split, I can't deal with this cam. There's no way. I have to hook it inside there. I can't impact it straight on. So I have to be wide. I have to be swung out into split. And where are you going to be playing as Maestro and Throne? You're going to be playing behind Furnace with the second Maestro cam watching split. So the millisecond you see someone peek that, it's a free kill. It's a free kill. And the Maestro cam, even if the Maestro cam goes down, you've killed the Ash, the Soph, etc, etc. That's essentially all you're really going to be doing as Maestro on Throne. Overall, it's a very good sight for Maestro. But it definitely, you're definitely gonna have to work just a little bit harder. But with this setup, you can pretty much do it all. Yeah. So the second site that you're gonna see actually a good bit of Maestro play on is in Initiation and Office.
5 seconds.
Now, for the first cam, I'm a very big fan of slapping it. You can break those, they make noise towards the end of the round. Don't like that. You can definitely, I would recommend having a control cam, because control is one of the biggest areas, and it's going to be basically the only entrance to where you're going to be getting pushed from. So I'd say you can definitely either put it there, which, you know, is a little more liable to getting droned out, thus Sophia or Ashed. Or you can risk it for the biscuit. Say they have a sledge, and put your cam like there. Now, if they have an Ash or a Zoph, it will actually destroy this cam, which is unfortunate. But if they've been bringing a sledge or someone with a shotgun to break hatch every round, this is definitely not a bad choice, plus it lets you watch hatch. So overall, this cam is probably should be a little less used, but it's definitely pretty strong. So the next cam that you can do is almost up to you. I mean, you can do a good few things. You can definitely always shoot those out, by the way, if you're going to want to put your Maestro cam there, because something about Maestro cams, if you put them on a destructible prop, attackers can shoot out the destructible prop from behind the Maestro cam with just standard bullets, and it will get rid of the Maestro cam. Now you can definitely do this. Another thing you're going to be doing is Maestro. Not going to be impact tricking. You can just do that to make a free and simple rotate hole, or you can actually run barbed wire on the site if you really want. So yeah, you can basically have this cam to exclusively watch yellow and a little bit into vault. Other than that, this cam doesn't do a ton. Something I am a very big fan of is the cache cam. Now, what's so special about this cam, you may be asking? Well, if you do this little rotate hole here, or you can just bailiff out this little line, you can watch top dragon entrance into control, and you sort of see the top of it, but I think probably the best way to do it is to have a stand cam, slap that there, because then that covers casual. And you can actually zap away these cash bags, not actually indestructible. But overall, you're mainly just going to be playing as Maestro on this site. If you want to have constant, or almost constant, surveillance of cache and control, and as Maestro, you're never, a very common thing I see people do, is to always play here. And that seems initially appealing because you can obviously prone behind here, you have a ton of cover, you can freely peek control door, it's not that big of a deal. But obviously you have this drone hole, and attackers with the Raycogs can very easily shoot you while you're on your cam, just trying to zap some Twitch drones, you know what I mean? So I would severely recommend as Maestro to basically just chill, like, here. Like, literally right here. Attackers can't get under the drone hole enough to actually shoot you if you just chill right here, and you're not being watched, and you can't get watched from main, vacation doors. So, overall, Maestro's fairly solid on the site. Not super great, but in essence, good operator. It's always good to have the MG42 with you, and you can't really go wrong with Maestro on this site. So now we're moving on to bunk and daycare. And this is a site where you're not gonna see as much Maestro play. He's still definitely very, very useful, but he's just not going to be, he's not gonna pack that same punch, rather, that he does on almost every other site on this map. Same goes for Drug. I think that you might want to reconsider bringing Maestro. It's not gonna harm, but it's just sort of, it's a glass situation. What are you missing out on when you bring Maestro instead of, say, I don't know, Bandit, or maybe an IQ? Now, you're going to be making the rotate hole, if the game would care to cooperate, over here, from upper arcade and break room. And that's just going to essentially just help your team out quite a good bit. Impact tricking, again, not going to be that big of a deal, so you can make the rotate hole there if you really want. As Maestro, you're basically just going to be playing right in here. The only weakness of this spot is that you have to, if you're going to play by the cover, you do have to make a choice. You have to either be able to be peeked from yellow door coming into B, or you have to make the choice of on briefcase door peeking this area. Overall, because you're usually going to have someone watching yellow hallway from B, it's just going to be better if you just chill here, because you're not peeking anything besides something that your teammate's watching. So, the two Maestro cams that you're probably going to be doing here are, you're probably going to be doing either the cafe cam, which obviously watches cafe as the name will suggest, very useful, especially around gold, because nobody checks on top of the machine. Or, alternatively, you could definitely put your Maestro cam in arcade. It's fine. I mean, it definitely doesn't do anything wrong. It does peek yellow door, so if you are playing the aforementioned spot, you do have a free peek on that. But other than that, definitely not that bad as a Maestro cam. Something that you'll definitely see Maestros doing, however, is the highway cam. And highway, you know, highway, stair bell, whatever you want to call it, this is just solid cam to do. You can, instead of using an impact, you can use your bailiff. I just use the impact because it's a little quicker, and, you know, you definitely don't want to be out of position. And impact, you're not going to be impact trucking. So, something that you can definitely do is, if your team, you know, has enough reinforces, and you've reinforced everything that you want to, say you're doing, I don't know, a bullet hole setup in break room, So you can just freely watch this, and you don't really care about that wall, and you have initiation and bunk walls taken care of. This is an excellent Maestro cam for a number of reasons. One, because it watches probably the biggest or second biggest position on this entire site, Yellow Stair, and it watches push from initiation. So say I'm just chilling top of Yellow Stair, I get zapped. What am I gonna do? If I'm Thatcher, you just point the cam straight up, nothing he can do about it. If I'm Twitch, the taser, you have to peek the Maestro cam. I can just go like this, and it's gonna be difficult to even get the range properly without having to hard peek the Maestro cam where it's already gonna be watching. So overall, that Maestro cam's really good, but just as a cam. But the big thing is that because you've reinforced these two walls, what's gonna happen? Sledge can't get to you. Maverick can't get to you. Ash and Soph can obviously still hit you, but they have to suddenly revert. They suddenly have to waste a resource on that cam, and that it's just very, very strong overall. And it's probably one of the things that makes Maestro one of the best operators on this site and on this map in general. And just wrapping up this little section of the video, Drug and Lab, you're not seeing Maestro play much. It's so close quarters that the MG42 is always going to be a good gun. There's no downsides to it except for maybe the slightly longer reload and the ADS time, but honestly, not too many great places to put this. You're not going to really be gaining any vision that you wouldn't have otherwise. You're not going to be really protecting much except for maybe, plant behind cocaine or plant on window. Yeah, overall, I would not recommend, as a Maestro main, I would not recommend bringing Maestro onto Drug or Lab and just play Initiation, Bunk, and Thrum. So now I'm just going to move on to talking about Maestro's primary weapon, the Alda 556. And it can't be understated how incredibly, ridiculously, perfectly balanced this weapon is. Obviously, being an LMG, you're going to have that huge mag capacity, a slower ADS time, and, overall, maybe a little more recoil than some of the AR on defense counterparts or the SMG counterparts, but you're getting an 81 round mag or an 80 plus 1 round mag with a pretty okay reload. I mean, it's definitely long. So if you're going to be reloading after every 7 bullets, you know, probably shy away from playing Maestro because the reload is a bit long, but it's definitely very, very good. The damage drop off isn't that bad. I mean, it's gonna be a 4 to 5 shot at every range, um, except for on say 3 armors. But you're not seeing too many 3 armors on defense. But 900 RPM and an 81 round mag combined with 35 damage is not bad at all. With not insane recoil either. The recoil, it definitely exists. You're not playing Jaeger after all, but it's not enough. I mean, it's so it's so easy. It's very easy to control once you learn the recoil pattern, which is basically just go pull your mouse down and to the left, and then occasionally wiggle right and left. You'll be perfectly fine. Plus, you're really gonna be killing people in the first 20 bullets anyway. So it's not that bad, the recoil at all. I would not recommend having a laser on this thing. I mean, I just don't recommend running lasers in general, but, you know, something, just don't really use it. This hipfire used to be insane. It's not Parabellum anymore. Don't use that. But probably the best attribute of the Alda is its ability to pre-fire. And pre-firing is obviously a huge thing, and in synergy with Maestro's Evil Eye, you can see where someone is and then pre-fire them at 900 RPM for 81 rounds. And it doesn't matter that the damage is, a little bit lacking compared to other LMGs. One shot headshot, my guy. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's gonna wrap it up for the second episode of the Maestro Guide. Next episode will be the last episode. It's just gonna be us running through the last rank maps, and yeah, and then tell me what I should do after that if you're interested. And I will see you guys in a few days.